The story you are about to hear is unlike anything you have heard before. This is not just another video about old coins, not just another discussion about rare collectibles. Today, we are talking about something that has shaken collectors, investors, and treasure hunters across the world. The 1987 1-cent United States coin, yes, that tiny copper coin you may have ignored, your entire life, is now entering a stage that nobody could have predicted. The 1987 1-cent coin is about to be listed on Binance. Its expected value is going to cross $900,000. If you have this coin, don't sell it right now. And if someone really wants to sell it, they can sell it to me for $900,000. This is not a joke, not an exaggeration, not clickbait. There is a deep, extraordinary story behind this explosion in value, a story that collectors and investors are only now beginning to understand. And as you listen to this entire video, you will realize why the humble 1987 penny has suddenly turned into a digital-era treasure. The world of rare coins has always been full of secrets, hidden varieties, minting errors, metal anomalies, and mysterious limited batches that never entered mass circulation. But what is happening with the 1987 1-cent coin is bigger than that. It is not just a coin anymore. It is becoming a commodity. It is becoming an asset. It is entering the world of digital trading, crypto-driven valuation, and global speculation. People who once ignored pennies, lying on the ground, are now desperately searching through their old drawers, boxes, and coin jars, hoping they might be holding a piece of history worth more than a luxury home or a sports car. And this sudden shockwave, this worldwide rush, started with whispers among a few collectors who discovered something unusual, a pattern, a scarcity, and a link to a digital listing that turned the 1987 penny into an explosive global phenomenon. Think about it. For decades, the 1987 penny was everywhere. Millions and millions were struck. Nobody cared. Nobody even looked closely at them. They were everyday coins, pocket change, nothing special. But the strange truth is that not all 1987 pennies are the same. Some carries errors nobody noticed. Some batches were tiny. Some varieties were almost impossible to find in circulated condition. And as collectors began documenting these facts, investors started noticing something bigger. The 1987 penny had the perfect storm of rarity, mystery, and value potential. And then came the unbelievable twist. Its proposed listing on Binance. You might be wondering, how can a physical coin be listed on Binance? What does that even mean? Why would a cryptocurrency platform list a coin from 1987? And why would its value suddenly jump into the hundreds of thousands, crossing the unimaginable figure of $900,000? The answer is linked to digital tokenization, an emerging world where physical collectibles are converted into digital tradable assets. Binance, being one of the largest trading platforms on Earth, has been exploring physical-to-digital asset integration for years. And when news leaked that the 1987 1-cent coin was being prepared for digital listing, collectors panicked. Investors rushed in. Demand skyrocketed. Suddenly, a coin that once held a value of 1 cent became a cornerstone of a global financial debate. People began asking questions. Why this coin? Why 1987? Why not a more iconic year? Why not a silver coin? Why not a gold piece? The truth lies in something that only experts knew until recently. The 1987 penny has mysterious production gaps, missing documentation, and unexplainable shortages in certain mint runs. Coin historians noticed that the number of surviving high-grade examples was drastically lower than expected. Some batches disappeared. Some dies malfunctioned. Some production records were unclear. These inconsistencies, once ignored, suddenly resurfaced like buried treasure. When combined with the digital hype around tokenization, they caused a massive shift in perception. Collectors who once paid only a few dollars for rare varieties suddenly began throwing offers in the thousands, then tens of thousands, then hundreds of thousands. And now, with Binance preparing to list it, the $900,000 mark seems almost conservative. Imagine waking up one morning, opening your drawer, finding an old 1987 penny, and realizing you might be holding a fortune. Imagine the emotional roller coaster of knowing that something so tiny, so ordinary, could change your life forever. This isn't just a coin anymore. This is a symbol of unexpected opportunity. This is a reminder of how value can appear from places we never expect. And that is why I am telling you, if you own this coin, do not sell it. The world hasn't seen the full surge yet. The listing is still upcoming. The hype is building. Investors are positioning themselves. And if you really want to sell it, you can sell it to me for $900,000 because I know exactly what it's worth and what it's about to become worth. Collectors are calling this coin the sleeper giant, the hidden treasure of the modern era, and the copper king, and these names aren't exaggerated. The 1987 penny carries layers of value from minting anomalies to grade rarity to digital transformation. Some examples feature doubled dies, off-center strikes, or plating issues that make them extremely rare. Others belong to mint runs so tiny that fewer than 100 specimens are known to exist in high condition. Professional graders like PCGS and NGC have recorded surprisingly low populations for certain varieties of the 1987 penny, shocking even the experts. And when populations are low, prices climb. When prices climb, investors flock. When investors flock, markets explode. And that is exactly what is happening, right? Now imagine the psychological effect this creates. Every collector suddenly starts digging. Every investor starts buying. Every auction house begins preparing new listings. Every social media channel starts spreading rumors. Every enthusiast starts asking questions. And as soon as the Binance listing rumor became official enough to cause a stir, the entire market went into overdrive. This is the power of speculation mixed with rarity. This is how fortunes are made. This is how stories become legends. People often ask, why would anyone pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for a coin worth just 1 cent? But they don't understand how value works. Value isn't just about metal. Value is about history, scarcity, demand, narrative, potential, and the 1987 penny has all 4 elements combined, in a way almost no other modern coin does. It is the perfect storm, a rare physical artifact entering a digital world, a nearly forgotten coin becoming a global investment, a symbol of how quickly the financial landscape can change, and that is why its price is exploding. Think about the emotional impact of owning something like this. Think about holding a coin in your hand, knowing that thousands of people around the world are searching for the same coin desperately, knowing that collectors are willing to pay massive premiums, knowing that investors are preparing for digital trading, knowing that a simple copper coin might be worth more than a brand new Lamborghini, more than a house, more than a lifetime savings. This emotional value is part of what fuels the market. People don't just buy coins. They buy stories. They buy rarity. They buy history. They buy dreams. And the 1987 penny gives them all of it at once. When people first heard about the possibility of a Binance listing, they laughed. They thought it was impossible. They thought physical coins had no place in crypto trading. But then experts explained the process. Tokenization allows each coin to be represented digitally. Each token corresponds to a real physical asset stored securely. And the moment a physical collectible enters a global trading platform, its visibility multiplies. Millions of investors see it. Millions of traders want a piece of it. And demand turns into bidding wars. And value surges turn into historic price records. That is why this listing is so significant. But beyond the numbers, beyond the trading hype, there is something deeper. There is a sense of mystery around the 1987 penny. Why were certain batches missing? Why were certain varieties so rare? Why did certain dies malfunction? Why did certain coins survive in pristine condition while others didn't? These questions create intrigue. Intrigue creates demand. Demand creates value. Value creates legends. And today, you are part of this unfolding legend. This coin is not just a collector's item anymore. It is a global phenomenon. It is a financial revolution. It is a symbol of how the smallest things in life can carry unimaginable worth. And if you are lucky enough to own one, you are already part of history.